Hello, Group 1. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let me introduce you to the main card you chose. You chose the Moon, and what we're going to take a look at in this reading, it is what is aligning to you right now. Like if you just keep on doing whatever it is that you're doing, living the way that you're living, where will that lead you? Like what is coming your way? And it is very fascinating that you chose the Moon card, because what I'm getting for you is a big relief of having been in quite a hard, I don't know why, but I'm getting like the word sticky situation, but definitely a hard situation that could have been going on for a very long time, maybe too long. And it will be like the lights switching on in a dark room for you. But that is also not accurate, because I'm not getting that the shift will happen that swiftly, but the experience of it will be that way for you. So even if the process of moving from dark times into lighter times will be a process that it will take some time, much more like a dawn type of process, you know, that minute by minute it gets lighter. But for you, it will actually be the experience of having just the lights turning on in a room that was dark where you've been. And why I'm getting that the experience will be that way for you is because you will know that this shift has happened when you're like very much accepting the situation without being forceful towards yourself, like forcing you to accept it, forcing you to like something that you don't like. No, you don't have to like anything that you don't like. But I'm getting that it will be much more you choosing to be accepting for your own well-being, for your own sake, knowing that, oh, I do this for me, and now let's move on, like let's get on with my life, because my life is important. Other aspects of my life that maybe you've like put a pause button on, they're also important. Let's go on with these aspects of my life. Like when that happens, that is when, like very close to that, actually, yeah, very close to that is when you'll have this almost epiphany type of moment where you'll be like, oh my God, things changed and I barely even noticed it. Like that's why it will be like this for you, even though the process will be like nighttime, dawn, dusk, morning. That is how the process will be. But for you, it will be like someone just switched the lights on. So that's very both interesting but also very impressive, actually. Yeah. So that is what is coming to you, what is very much aligning to you right now. It is a big relief and just lighter days, easier days, experiencing life in a way that you'll even use words like easiness and lightness and finally and oh my God, like I've forgotten that life can actually be this easy. But yeah, let's roll with this too. You know, I could roll with darkness, I can roll with this too. There's still a very strong acceptance that you will carry with you into the lighter aspect of your life. Oh, okay, you got 2 cards. Let's go with that. So the first one is breathe. And the second one is exchanging gifts. There could be an important person either stepping up in a very significant way in your life, or an important person stepping into your life in a very significant way. For some of you, there is already someone like noticing you, observing you, knowing about you, and there could be some type of offer. And when I say offer, like, it sounds like a job offer or something like that, but and it could be, definitely, yeah, it could be, but with offer, I'm mainly getting actually like a gift. So that could also be like getting the exact help that you need in a full, complete way that will turn your darker times into lighter times. And that could be like seeing the perfect doctor or a perfect professional in any area that has the best advice or the best help to offer you, that will be like, okay, now I know what to do. And now that I know what to do, my life also will get much, much easier. It could be for some of you, not many, but like some sort of a mentor, or but I'm not it's, even if this person has like a position, I'm not getting that it is someone that you will be like admiring or looking up to. And that could also be speaking about the evolution of your being, that you don't do that anymore. You know that no one is above you, no one is below you. So even if it is a person that is very, very much in a high position in whatever way, you're not looking up to this person in any way, actually. You'll be like, yeah, you're cool, but so am I, and so is that person, and those, like, yeah, cool energies, very relaxed energies also. For others of you, that, like, it won't be a person that is stepping in. It is a thing. It is a just 2 seconds. I'm getting something and then I drop it or I lose it. Just 2 seconds. It is a thing. There's something very unexpected and surprising about this thing. And it will almost require of you to follow a lead or follow clues. And you know what? This is actually very interesting, because by the end of this reading, I forgot to tell you, but at the end of this reading, I will pull out some signs for you to look out for when this thing is maturing enough to meet you on your pathway. So that's quite interesting, actually, that yeah, so stick around for that part of this reading. But yeah, I'm getting like some type of following a lead, requiring you to be very observant, but also very relaxed. There's relaxed energies for you. You won't be vigilant about it. You will be in a state of acceptance, in a state of knowing how to roll with things, how to deal with things. But in that, you will also have like a heightened awareness, almost like, yeah, like noticing things. And you know, when your mind is relaxed, but actually that just has the effect on your heart to be more active. So it will be like your mind won't remember, or no, not remember, more process the things that you're noticing. It will much more be your heart remembering and processing things that is happening. And because it will be much more of a heart centered guidance, it will also be able to guide you in a way where you can just stay relaxed. Okay. The ages 27 and 29 could also be important for this group. Upside down. Queen of Pentacles. Temperance. And the Empress. Oh, okay. You know, and underneath the deck we got the Three of Cups. There is an excessive energy. Let me just take out 3 more cards for you. Let's put them here before I continue. There is an excessive energy in the past that led up to these darker times that you've been managing and pulling yourself through and living in. And there was a starting point of an excessive energy that could be very much feminine, and like I'm getting that this energy could have like put you down in a way that was actually very, very physical. I'm also getting for some of you that there could have been a lot of what's the word in English? Comparing. Like this person could have compared itself to you all of the time and wanting, of course, to be the best one, the most beautiful one. And the thing is that what you could be going through right now, when you just look at it, it could be that it doesn't have like a clear connection to this situation over here, but it actually does. And that whatever was going on with this female energy, even if it was a man, it's very female and it's very stiff and it's very harsh and it's very like physical, almost like, yeah. Like I'm getting like physical punishment also in a way, like yeah, okay. I lost what I was saying, sorry. I'm just getting a very, very strong experience of what this was like. There is like diminishing and minimizing and taking everything and leaving like barely anything for you. And that also caused confusion because you're like, but I don't mind sharing with you. You can have my, like, no, not that you can have my space. You can share my space, you can share my food, you can share my clothes, you can share whatever it is that I have. But why are you taking everything? Again, there's something very physical about this. There's something very like not wanting you to have physical things. For some of you, you actually either lost a lot of weight or gained a lot of weight during this interaction. And this interaction later on led you to these darker times that you've been in. So for those of you where you felt that it rang true, that this is a person, like this part, these two cards, that part of this reading, that it had to do with another person, the gift that will be given to you has to do with replacing this experience with the same type of relationship, but a completely new experience. Having the same thing, but on the opposite side of the spectrum. Like, it was bad, you're gonna get it very, very good. For others of you, I'm getting now that the gift that could be coming quite unexpectedly, that you're being guided towards, like follow the lead, it could actually have to do with something coming in to give you the opportunity to actually leave this type of space. I'm almost getting like, what space? Like there was no space. Like maybe once upon a time there was a space and then it was taken away from you. Yeah, so leading you towards a space that you can have unthreatened and have it for yourself for quite some time, that even if someone else like wants to just share that space, you'll be like, you know what, maybe later, but right now I will scream if you try to enter. Like, go with that. Trust your initial response to things, because that will also be part of you recovering from this. Yeah. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, big change, in very, very positive way. Like, I know that it can be very hard to believe it when things are very bad or very dark, and especially when they've been going on for a long time also. That is almost like life coming in to show you, or that is how we can interpret it, that life is showing you that, yeah, it's not gonna change, just get used to this. But no, like, everything changes. That is what the Wheel of Fortune teaches us. Everything changes. And isn't that a great thing? Especially when we're going through very, very hard times, to just know that, almost like reminding ourselves, like, okay, but when things were good, didn't that change? Yeah, it changed. Okay, so isn't that a proof that things change? Yeah, it is. Like, I'm getting that there could be some things happening that is trying to, what's the word? Like throw you off your feet. And you're doing a great job doing your best to stay grounded and stay centered. And even if you wobble, who cares? Like, that's just being human. But you're doing a great job. Just, sticking to your guns, like believing in yourself and not giving up. And even those days that you do give up, who cares? Those are just days. That will also change. And then you go back to believing yourself and hoping that things will work out for your best. and you're doing a great job with that. We got the Two of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. You know, whatever was taken away from you in a physical matter, like if it was a space, if it was money, if it was a job, it could also have been like your physical body, in a sense, like maybe you lost too much weight or you gained too much weight because of this messiness. You're gonna regain that. But again, with the Two of Swords, what I'm getting is that you are being, or will soon be, very, very guided towards this solution that will bring you great, great relief. Okay? So just remember that whatever was taken away from you, you will get it back, maybe even tenfold. That is also part of that energy I was picking up on, you know, that being in a dark room and then someone just switches on the light, you know, that energy, like, yeah, wow, I can see everything now. And you know what? Nothing moved. Everything is here. The only thing that has changed is that there's so much of everything, you know, that type of experience. Let's take a look at what signs to look out for. No, to like let you know that this is coming, this is getting closer. So let's take out some signs. Okay. Oh, I love this for you. New beginnings. So number 1 could be a sign. It could be one in different type of variations. The color red could also be very significant. What I'm also getting with this is actually that you could be meeting or experiencing a lot of delays or stop signs, things that just keep you where you are when you try to get full. That is also actually a very good sign. I know it's frustrating. I know, like, I can hate that when that happens to me, but I've also actually experienced when that has been a very, very good sign. So keep that with you. Yeah, things delaying or stopping you. Number 1 in different variations, the color red. Let's take out some charms also to keep looking into what signs will be showing up for you. Okay. So, ooh, we got the revolver. I love that. Sorry, you know what? It's not morbid in any way or toxic in any way. I'll let you know soon. A dress on a hanger, and we got I always forget his name. Is it Cocolelli? Something like that. This shamanic figure with a flute. Okay, guys, when you get signs to stop, do not move, take that seriously, because by doing that, you will actually find guidance. Like you could be pushing it a little bit too much, almost wanting to create your own type of magic. Like, you know, no, how do I say it? Like, not that you shouldn't trust your guidance, but you know, sometimes we can make ourselves believe that we are guided in a certain direction just because we want that, but we're actually not being guided towards that. It's just like a wish or something like that, you know, that type of energies. That could be distracting you. So when you get like a no, a door closes, a stop sign, a red light, stop, because you will actually get guidance that is true and authentic very, very soon. Okay, So another sign could actually come to you through music, and also through like invitations. And I'm not getting that you actually have to go to those invitations if you don't feel like it. I'm more getting that the person or persons that will invite you, they actually carry some sort of message to you. So when that happens, just keep talking to them. Like let's say you're at work, and then a coworker that you have nothing in common with, like you don't dislike them or anything like that, but you have nothing in common with them. So when they invite you to go out for a drink after work, you're like, no, like I would rather go back home and read a book. Do that. Just keep the conversation going. That is what I'm getting, because there could be a sign coming to you through this person that will give you an invitation. Okay. Is there anything more when it comes to signs that I missed? I don't think so, actually. So I'm gonna leave it at that, group 1. Yeah. I hope that this reading was helpful. I feel like you've gone through so much, and I just want to tell you that you're doing a great job. The energies are coming through for you in a very supportive way. So just hang in there and keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, because it's working. Okay? Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you're all doing well today. This reading will be about that thing that will meet you on your way if you just keep going and living the way that you already are. Then what is it that you will meet? By the end of this reading, I will actually also look into some signs that you can keep an eye out, signaling to you like that this thing is on its way, things like that. So yeah, let's get into your reading, and let me introduce you to the main card you chose. This is the Highpriestess, and what I'm getting for you, I'm just gonna try to put it in the right order of the things coming to my mind. I want to put them in the right order for you, for me to make sense. Okay, this is definitely talking about an elevation in your life when it comes to a position. Look, for some of you, this is even talking about like a status type of thing, but it is an elevation of position. It could be connecting to work. It could also actually be connecting to the space or place where you live. For some of you, this is talking about a separation of some sort. That separation will lead to an elevation of position or status. So that separation could also be from a job or a work environment. It could also be a separation from a home that you have that no longer feels good for you. Could of course also be a separation from a person. But I'm getting for those of you that have this that resonate with this being a separation from a person, that will elevate you to a higher status, and that could come to as a shock for some of you, thinking that after the separation that maybe things will go down and down and down because you have to rebuild everything up from scratch. And yeah, that could definitely be part of the process. But however, there's just golden glitter around this all. Speaking of that shift in your life being very, very good for you, could result in a physical up leveling of status. I'm not getting anything more about that up leveling of status, but I'm sure some of you already have an idea of what that could be for you. But okay, here's the thing, because this is a general reading, this elevation, this leveling up in position or in status could come in many different ways for every single one of you. But there is actually one thing very specific that has to do with all of this, and you could use this thing as a clue to figure out, maybe you don't know like in what area of life this elevation will come in. Maybe there is many different small things that you're like working on. So for you to know the specifics, what is it tarot is pointing at specifically, it is connected to a part of you or a part of your character, your personality, who you are, that previously has not worked that well for you. Previously it could have like shot you in your foot, it could have slowed you down, it could have put you in situations that you were like, I need to get out of here now. In some way, that like quality of yours could have messed things up for you, but it is nonetheless a quality, because this quality will either bring this thing, this elevation into your life, or you will maybe already have this area where you will elevate. It could already be part of your life, but this quality of yours is what will make you take like leap after leap in elevation and reach higher levels time after time. So this could also be like a sensitivity that you've had that could have put you in some situations, maybe with some people, and it didn't end up good for you being there. And it could have, you know, both good and bad, taught you to like take care of that side that you have, or that quality. Maybe you dimmed it down, or maybe you taught that side of you how to mature, how to discern. But this specific thing that is aligned to you is definitely something that will affirm to you that this quality you have is nothing else than a quality. It is something you have that is of a great gift to you, because it is carrying the energies of like a gift that keeps on giving. Okay, that is why I'm seeing it as an elevation from one step to the other, to the other, to the other. Okay, so let's keep this here, and let's just continue on with your reading. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this card first. So this is Deep Knowing card number 43. And on the bottom of the deck, we also have Loyal Heart here, with duality of two things, polarities coming together as one, but still different. And here we have card number 35. So we actually have a number 7, a number 8. So already we're getting some signs, maybe 7s and 8 are very important for you. Maybe you keep seeing them, or they could also be like your path life number. Okay, so we got Deep Knowing. You know, you're already in such a unique connection to what is coming your way. You could even right now be facing some obstacles connected to it. and still it's like you're looking through the obstacles, like you already have a strategy or some type of recipe on how to keep going, keep moving, and not give up hope. And that is working for you. Right now, it is lifting you up. It is taking care of yourself. It is almost like a treasure chest, you know, keeping what is very valuable, also very safe within you. So just keep, yeah, like even with the High Priestess and deep knowing, this is very, very much aligned and connected. This could also be speaking about that quality of yours when it didn't work out well for you, when you lived out that quality. I'm getting that there was also a deep knowing that whatever happened didn't do that quality justice. It's like that situation or those people, like you knew that your quality deserved better than that, deserved a better response or a better environment. And you're like, you know what, let's work on this, let's take care of this, let's mature in this, let's evolve, but let's keep it safe and let's keep it alive, and let's see what happens after that when it comes to this quality. So just like the High Priestess, it's like you're sitting still, but there's so much going on inside of you that has to do with evolving this quality. But also what is going on inside of you, it is this connection that you have to the future aspects of your life that this quality will call into your life, that this quality will create in a very real and physical manner, because it is all already like both connected to you, but coming, it is already on its way, being very magnified. This thing is very drawn to you. Yeah, we could also have like very deep and sensitive people in this group with the High Priestess and the number 7, that you could be very aligned to life and the processes of life, knowing the truth about the situations, even the ugly truth and the harsher truths, that you're still aligned with them and you know things about them. You don't just see them as bad or ugly or harsh. You're like, no, like this is life. This is life. Let's sit with this. Let's be with this. I don't know how you say that in English, but yeah, let's just stay with this. Eight of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Okay, like you've already put so much behind you, so much work in your physical reality, and underneath it all we have the Nine of Swords. But here's the thing, it's like you could be already or moving towards a space, a physical space in your life, like where you live, the conditions of your life, the situation of your everyday life. It could get very stabilized very soon, And the reason for that, it has to do with this type of processing of evolution that is going on within you. That life is like, you know what, this is amazing, let's do this. But to be able to do this, we need to be calm and stable and have things set for us. And there's a lot of like leaving things behind. And for some, maybe even most of you, all of you, like you've already done so much in your physical reality. You've done so much with your everyday life of that things have just like both fallen into place, but also fallen away. Whatever didn't fit anymore, that no longer could fall into place because there was no space for it, it just fell away. Good job. Like you're in a very powerful position. You need to know that, like with the Highpriestess, like you're a badass. No wonder you're going like to higher levels, elevating. Even if it is status, like I know some of you are like puking at the word. Like I don't care, that word has so much good vibes to it and good energy too, as long as it is connected to the right person. Okay, so if you feel like I don't like them, well, maybe you're not that person that is supposed to experience that. If you feel actually very elevated in your spirit when you hear that word status, then that is most likely for you, because you are the right person to embody the energy of high status. Okay, you're the type of person that knows exactly what to do with it on a very high and mature level. Okay, the Empress. High level cards, like high status, high position cards. I love this. Ace of Wands. Oh, you know, this is so beautiful because oh my God, like you must be such precious people, because what I'm getting is that, like, even if you would hit the jackpot and become a billionaire overnight, you are that type of person that will look at that experience and be like, oh my God, this is an expression of who I am. Much more than, oh my God, what can I buy or what can I get? This is much more like, this type of group is much more like, this is me expressing myself. I can roll with this, I can have this, I can do this. Like, there's so much about self-expression here. There's so much about like this inner work of evolution and processing that will result in an elevation in your physical life. That work needs to be expressed. It needs to be birthed. It needs to be like coming out of your body and into physical reality, because you will need to have that space and place to be able to express that quality that we've been talking about, but also the rest of you. And for some of you, you just know like where you've been could have been very minimal, like in its energies or in its space, or could have been like teaching you that only small things or few things are for you. And there's something about the deep knowing where you're like, no, like for me to express myself, I need more space. I need more things. I need more of certain things. That could be like more time, more energy. It could even be like bigger space where you live, so that you can actually have space to create things. Like you need more tables, you need more walls. Like it could be even that, and you're like, I need that, and to get that I will need this and this and this. And that is why I'm getting that this elevation has many steps to it, where you will just reach one level after the other, and one level will be able to take you to the next thing, so that you can what express yourself. That is like the main, oh my God, oh, the High Priestess. What's her purpose of life than expressing herself, even in the subtlest of ways? Even if it has to do like with connection with things no one can see. Even in that connection, if it happens to her, through her, it will be something she will express in some way. But yeah, definitely, like, things will stabilize so that things can grow inside of you, so that they then can explode out of you. Like, it's a big bang type of energy for sure. Yeah, like creation mode from nothing to everything. It's like the void being the only fertile ground. Now I'm using words that are definitely not void, but yeah, let's go with this. But yeah, the void is the only fertile ground for things to start for you. No wonder I was getting like separation, that there's definitely endings, leaving, moving, finishing. Okay, the last card, tarot card, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, that is quite interesting, because even if I'm getting a lot of stability and deep knowing, that is coming from inside of you. It is, how do I say this? Like, you almost being a little bit better than how life has been showing up to you, you know? But you need that deep knowing, that thing that you've always known to be true to you. You need it to be shown to you in your life, in your everyday life. Like, that's for sure. And that's not asking for too much at all. So whatever is like being stabilized outside of you over here will get stabilized inside of you. But also, like, all of the deep knowing that has only been going on inside of you will be expressed outside of you also. Life will reflect back that knowing to you. Like, it's like you've been telling life all along, like, this doesn't add up. Like, the way you're showing up, it doesn't add up. It doesn't match my inner knowing. And when this starts to happen, that you're actually elevating so that you can express who you truly are, life is like, yeah, I get it now. You've been just a little bit ahead of me, but I get it now. Thank you. Now I know what you have always known. I don't know in what other way to tell you that, like, in a more practical way, how life will catch up to you, how life also will start to know what you've always known. Yeah, sometimes I'm a little bit fuzzy, guys, but if you've been here for some time, you know that. If you think this is too fuzzy, you can actually take out some cards for yourself, and maybe even oracle cards that could be very, very direct with some clear keywords, and just like get a personalized version of this for you. Okay, guys, let's look into some signs to look out for when this transition will happen, when this elevation will start for you. Oh, that one really wants to be here. Okay, and this one. So let's take a look at the first one. We got number 9, completion. Okay. Ooh, we got actually 7, we got 8, and we got 9. So this is speaking of a high level elevation. Like, if you start, you're moving up from the number 7, like you're on a high level. Absolutely, like since the day you were born. But there is definitely a completion. But okay, let's take the second card also. This is timeout with, oh my God, this is 37, this is a 10. So you got 7, 8, 9, 10. I love this for you. Okay, so let's just look at some of the signs. So it's pretty clear that purple could very much be a sign for you. It could also be like, if that is how you do things when it comes to chakras, the 7th chakra could be significant for you, meaning, speaking of signs, you could be getting like visions in your dreams. You could be getting just aha moments of clarity, of knowing the next steps. That could definitely be signs to look out for, like your dreams. Yeah. Also, yeah, as I said, the color purple. We also have yellow coming through for you, could also be a sign. Let's take out some. But yeah, like, okay, listen, numbers, we have 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could also be seeing or be seeing, when this is close to happen, an elevation of numbers. Could be from number 7, but doesn't have to be from number 7. But why are you getting this elevation of numbers? And you actually got them in the right order. You got 7, you got 8, 9, 10. That is speaking about the elevation that is in front of you. I love this synchronicity for you. I love it. I love it. It's just a confirmation for what the thing you already know, right? I love that. But that could also be a sign to look out for, like when you see numbers. Oh my God, I lost all words now. But numbers go like from 1, 2, 3, like up a ladder. That is also a sign to look out for. Let's take out some other signs from these charms. Okay. So we got the bow, the playful cat, the golden shell, and the crown. Okay, this is very, very specific, and I think this is only for one of you. It's just impossible for me to even see the probability of it being more than one person that this will be aligned to. But listen, guys, there is one of you that will get no signs, like nothing. Why? Because this will happen overnight. Like you will elevate to the highest top of whatever it is that is aligned to you, just immediately. Like it will go so fast. And I'm getting that from when the outside physical place, space settles down, cools down, and becomes stabilized. Okay, let's not stay with that, because if it is only for one person, then you've already gotten your message. Okay, other signs. We actually have a lot of like energy type of experiences that could be signs for you, like playfulness, that all of a sudden you can relax and laugh and have a good time. Look out for that. That is a sign telling you that, yeah, this is the energy coming your way. You could also be getting gifts quite unexpectedly, like without it being your birthday or anything like that. People just gifting you, could even be small things, like gifting you their place at a bus out of nowhere. Like maybe you're not even, like you don't have an injury or a very high age that would make them react to you, but just like they just looked at you and then like, yeah, we're moved to give you this thing. So look out for those small exchanges of gifts towards you. Okay, one more thing is coming through. You could be starting, oh, this sounds weird, but you could be starting to hear things. And you're like, what? Who said that? Who did that? Who made that noise? And people are like, no one? Like, what are you talking about? And you're like, no, but I heard this buzzing, or I heard this like not noise but sound that was maybe like high pitched or very low pitched even, and people would be like, no, I didn't hear anything. Like that is also a sign to look out for. So yeah, let's take them down here. So group 2, that is what you can look forward to and also what you can look out for. So yeah, this was your reading. I hope you liked it and that this could also be part of the process that you're going through. That would make me very happy, of this deep knowing, just affirming it. And yeah, it really looks like you have a lot of support already from life. That life knows where you're going, and why? Because you know where you're going, like you're one step ahead. Okay, I love this for you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you're all doing well today. This reading will be about, like, if you just keep living the way that you're living, just staying true to who you are, doing whatever it is that you're doing, what is it that will come and meet you on your way? Like, what is aligning to you? That is what we're gonna find out in this reading. And let me introduce you to the main card you chose. You chose Death, the card of transformation. And yeah, it truly is a transformation that is already aligned to you, attached to you, in deep contact with you. But I'm getting like this type of transformation is quite expected by you. I'm not getting that will catch you off guard. I'm also not getting that, you know, the typical energies that can be around the Death card of like you trying to negotiate with the life to get a little bit more time before this change happens, or maybe you don't want this change to happen. You know, that is usually the energy that surrounds the Death card, but I'm not getting that for you. That is why I was a little bit like, transformation, like what's, is there a better word? But yeah, let's just go with that word, like transformation, but that is very much welcomed by you. I feel like you will look at it as a gift that has come to you. And mainly for many of you, it is because of the work that you've done with yourself, where you've let go of old things. And there's just like more space now, more energy for something else to come in, and you can feel that. And that is why you're very much like, yeah, just come, like come. Even if you come to shake things up, I won't experience it as things being shaken up. I will feel it to be more like a dance, a party, like I'm getting a lot of like Four of Wands type of energy for you. Like you're ready to celebrate, you're ready to have this thing that you're already expecting to come into your life. And you know, overall, it's just very positive energy surrounding this group. This could also be a group where like there will be many different things that you're expecting. Like this isn't a group where everyone wants the same thing or are expecting the same thing. It could be actually very what's the English word, like many things, you know, the more fancy word for many things. Let's see what you got. You got Here and Now. Yeah, with card number 32. You know, 32 becomes a 5, and that is the number of change, positive change. So change and transformation is very much connected to this thing that is aligned to come your way. And I'm getting like, even though it is expected, you might very well know what this thing is. Also with the transformation card and the snake, like you could have been dreaming about it, like literally like night dreaming about this thing in different ways, almost like your subconscious is preparing you to welcome it in. But I still feel that it is a type of rebirth, of like hatching. An egg will hatch and things will come out of that egg that you will be like, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I've been working hard for. What does this say? You are here. Okay, here and now. Yeah, past and future. Yeah, it's like this Two of Wands type of energy, that there's an advice coming through for you about the here and now, about staying present, about like almost I'm getting like feel where your feet are at, like see if you even can feel your feet. That will help you ground yourself in the present moment and not to be ahead of time before this happens, because that could actually throw you off and make the in-between period like an anguish, a period that you could be dealing with in a more uplifting type of way. But if you keep being in the future aspect of your dream, then that can just create a lot of unnecessary anxious energy for you. So you can stay where you are, be here, be right now, and still feel hopeful for the future without robbing yourself of everything that is going on right now that could be a blessing, and everything that is going on right now that is actually serving you and taking care of you. So that's just an advice that you can take if it resonates with you. Felt like that one wanted to come out, and this one too. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. The thing is that even if this thing will benefit other people, maybe it is like a gift that you want to share with others, either like with a community online or with your closest people, your friends and your family, no matter how much this thing will have a ripple effect on other people, it will first and foremost have an effect on you. You will have it, you will live with it, you will be with it, and then the ripple effect will start. Okay, so let's take a look. Underneath the deck we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, like the best thing for you to right now, it is to just like stay where you are, stay in peace, be focused on like, yeah, your feet, like ground yourself in the present moment. Also, whenever the Four of Swords show up underneath the deck, it tells me that there is not much more for you to do when it comes to action and planning. It's like that phase, you're done with it. That is not what is needed right now. You can just rest. And that is another way to tell you to be here and now. Like, rest, stay where you are, enjoy this moment before things change, because maybe this, you know, in-between moment will never come back again. So savor it, stay with it. And if the right now is quite difficult, then just, you can still stay with it in the sense of seeing what you can do to make sure that this type of in-between moment doesn't happen again. Like, investigate your right here and now and learn from it. And that is like the best way for you to stay in the present moment, even if it is very hard on you to be where you are at, and just know that it will change. Like the thing that is inside of the egg, the time will mature for it to come out, for the egg to hatch. So let's take a look at your cards. You have the Hermit, the Moon, and you also got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so we've already been talking about this past aspect of this thing that is aligned to you, that why is it attached to you and coming your way? It has to do with the inner work that you've been doing, the darker side of your life, the night aspect maybe of your character even, that you've been there, you've spent some time there, and you've, like, even if you felt lost, like you're in a forest and maybe you've been scared that you won't find your way out of it, there's still a big chunk of you that has always been very hopeful because of the resources you know that you have inside of you. That is like the hermit aspect of you, that you know that your inner self is your biggest guidance in life, and you've tapped into that, and you've allowed yourself to be who you are and to go through all of that, even if it has been hurtful and very deep and very, like, maybe you've even had to go into hermit mode to just like make sure that you don't miss anything in this part of your life and in this process that you've been in. But you're coming out on the other side of that forest, like, not feel like you've gotten lost. Like, you're coming out on the other side of that forest feeling very strong, like the resources that you started out with over here with the Hermit, those resources will, like, in an alchemical way, almost like turn into gold in your hands. Like, you will feel amazing. You will feel so strong and beautiful. And what you will take with you from that, it is the sense of, I can rely on myself, I can trust myself, I know what I'm doing, I can do this life even when it's very hard to do this life. Yeah, for many of you, you've already graduated this process, that it has come to an end. And you could actually be right here and now in this in-between type of energy. I love even how these signs, the one is actually pointing towards the past, letting me know that this is the past. And then this sign is letting me know that this is the future aspect. And oh, by the way, it just hit me now. I forgot to tell you that by the end of this reading, I actually want to take out some signs for you to look out for, some signs to help you know that this thing is now very close to happen, because that can also, like, help us stay hopeful and positive, especially if the right here and now is not very hopeful and positive. So yeah, because this sign over here is pointed towards the future, let's have a look at that. So we got Justice, the Sun. Oh, okay. Oh, very strong, yeah. And we got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so more than one thing is aligned to you. You know, okay, this is interesting, because you know how we were talking about that this thing that you want is most likely something you already know about, something you've maybe even been dreaming about, but being prepared during nighttime to nighttime has prepared you for this. Yeah, both this type of nighttime, the inner work, but also the hours of the day that is night, has been preparing you for this. So even if you know what this thing is, it seems to have like a ripple effect to bring in more things for you, more than one thing. But here's the thing. What I'm getting when it comes to the future aspect is that you could also, with the Seven of Cups, you could have previously like felt a bit unsure or unstable, or maybe even not grounded. Maybe you couldn't find a place for you in your life or in this life, you know, like finding your place, your space. Maybe that's why I'm getting this thing about like feeling your feet, that you actually exist and you are here, you can be here. That experience is one of the things that will have a big effect on you. That with these energies of Justice, the Sun, and Seven of Cups, I'm getting that you will actually feel very safe in your space and in your place in your life. That is also connected with the Sun and Justice to feeling a sense of purpose, feeling a sense of, oh, I know what to do. And that also comes from here, like everything you've done here with your resources, that when you started this process, you already knew that you had resources to use. You used them, you refined them, you turned them into gold. And then when you're gonna come into the future aspect of this thing that is aligned to you, you will take these resources with you that has become your gold. And that like self-confidence, self-assurance will also play a part in making you feel safe when it comes to your existence here on earth, in your life. And it will, well, I'm getting like ripple effect, like both when it comes to other people will benefit from this, ripple effect when it comes to other things coming in because of this thing came in, ripple effect in the sense of like this thing will give you a sense of purpose. Even if it's not your main purpose, it will still be this grounding effect of like, oh, at least now I know more about what I'm here to do, what I can do. Because this here with the Moon and the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles, this very individualistic energy, this has also taught you truly, yeah, when it comes to your resources, but also who you are. And that will come to help you. Like, no, that's not how you say it. Like, that will benefit you in this future aspect. But there's also a sense of being seen, also with Justice, like things coming in place for you, where you will feel like the things that will come, the things that you will have, the way that you will live your life, it will feel so much more true to who you are. That is why the scale will be even for you, because you will look at both scales and be like, yeah, I see myself on both sides as much. There's like this relief in existence, but it definitely stems from you like grounding yourself in you, like this individualistic, getting to know yourself, the hermit that is like this deep person that has this deep knowledge about himself and how to manage himself on his path. And that has been like, whew, a lot of it going on over there. And then you will take it like going from, yeah, the moon, the dark aspect of the day, into the day aspect of the sun, that you will take that with you into your life, and you can see it, you can also show it to others, feel that the way that people respond to it will be in alignment to who you truly are. And if not, no worries. You know what? You have so much more here with the Seven of Cups to choose from and pick from. So even if things fall away, no worries. You have more things coming your way also. Let's take a look at some of these signs that you can look out for. Getting this and this. Okay, you got 2 cards. I will also take out some charms, but let's start with these 2. Okay, so we got 41, self-discipline, again a number 5. And we got self-love with card number 61. So red, color red, could be very significant. Also like root chakra type of stuff, like security, home, job, everyday life could be very, very significant for this group. Like you could start to see a lot of changes when it comes to the baseline of your life. Look out for that. That will also be signs. You could also be experiencing signs coming in with the color green, the color blue. But again, listen, you got self, you got the Hermit, you got the 9 of Pentacles, very individualistic type of energies here about you. This is telling me that the signs that you most likely will experience will be directly connected to you and your inner being. So this could be speaking about, again, nighttime, what you dream about. Signs could come to you from there. Even like messengers having very important messages for you. Speaking of messages and self-love, you could actually like surround yourself with these type of colors just to enhance you being prepared to hear the messages, if that makes sense what I'm trying to say. Like just by wearing certain colors, it could like remind you to stay aware of messages coming your way, but also like a way for you to welcome them in. Let me just take out some charms. Okay, so let's see. You actually got a lot of charms. Okay, so this one here, we have a key, we have an owl, we have a dragonfly, and a leaf. They are all in the color gold. We also have a heart and a flower. You know, almost every one of these charms are telling me that the signs you're gonna get truly will happen inside of you, like in your inner being. And that is not surprising considering what we've been talking about, the inner work that you've been doing, that you are your biggest guidance system. So no wonder that life will also use you for that, like your inner world, the inner resources that you have refined, that it will get in contact with that and through that give you signs. However, I'm actually also getting that some things here with the leaf and the flower, of course, could be like nature things, that if you want to receive some specific messages, again with the grounding energies that also have been coming through here for you with the messages in this reading, but also with the color red of grounding yourself, the root chakra. It could be a message for you to be out in nature, and there either you will like see other signs, or that is when you will be able to connect with your inner being to receive the signs. But listen, I'm also getting a third thing here, like sounds, not noise, but almost noise, like out of nowhere, could be telling you that either what was going on inside of you at that moment is a sign about what is to come for you. But it could also be just like words or a song to just listen closely to, that you could be picking up words or messages through this type of sound or like noise, not really noise, but still that thing. But you could also, again, I'm getting like inside of you, like random words could just like out of nowhere start to pop up inside of you. And that will also be like this clue type of work that you can do, like gather all of the words, gather the lyrics, and see what it tries to tell you. And that could be your sign of both what is coming your way, but also a sign that it is very close now to come to you, to enter your life. Okay, group 3, thank you so much for spending this time with me. This was your reading. I hope it was helpful, and I also hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.